Time now for our Mediaite Moment, where we check in on the day's bias, buzz, and bull in the world of cable news and beyond. The Supreme Court confirmation hearings for Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson have gotten pretty contentious, with Republican senators asking her tough questions about her record that have ranged from fair and well-informed to unfair and dumb. But that's par for the course in one of these confirmation hearings, as members of the opposing party attempt to create a misstep for a nominee. But that certainly does not mean that every challenge and attack on her worldview is based on her race and gender. Unless, of course, you are progressive, Judge Jackson adoring MSNBC.
Studies do show that women face a higher bar in confirmation hearings. Those studies don't even take into consideration women of color generally because there have been so few. Yes, this is an historic moment, but Judge Jackson also faces a time that is at the intersection of racism and sexism and intense political divisions.
Then there was the justice correspondent for The Nation who said this before the hearings began.
I'm curious, Ellie, what do you anticipate to come out of these hearings?
The biggest challenge is her not getting up out of her chair and punching one of these fools in the mouth. Like, that's the hardest thing. Because all they have for her right now is racism and disgusting innuendo.
Now, race did come up in the hearings, courtesy of Senator Ted Cruz, who challenged Judge Jackson over critical race theory.
Do you agree with this book that is being taught with kids that babies are racist?
Senator, I do not believe that any child should be made to feel as though they are racist or though they are not valued or though they are less than. They don't come up in my work as a judge, which I'm respectfully here to address.
It really isn't relevant in the context of a Supreme Court nomination. It's political, a wedge issue that any judge appointed by a Democrat might be asked about for political purposes. But of course, MSNBC guest E.J. Dionne didn't necessarily view it that way.
There are times when you wanted to ask, would they be going so hard on CRT if she were not a black woman appointee? I don't know the answer to that question, but it's a question that came, I suspect, crossed a lot of people's minds.
Well, certainly a lot who watch MSNBC. And it certainly was on the mind of MSNBC guest Judith Brown Jackson.
That exchange reminded me, and even the questions about Dred Scott, reminded me of being in law school and the microaggressions that black people experience, black women in particular, from law professors, because they want their base to know that we are on it with this critical race theory thing, and we are going to fight for it. And it's playing into racial fears and racial threats and the concerns about the 2022 midterms.
Yeah, the questions are about future elections, not judicial philosophy, but attributing all of these questions and the politics just to Judge Jackson's race and or gender fits very nicely into the MSNBC narrative, regardless of whether it's actually true. Thank you for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.